Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Jurassic RimWorld Let's Play, where it's been a couple of minutes, in-game at least, since the end of last episode. And the reason I decided to pick up here is because we have a wedding happening, and I didn't want you guys to miss it. So, Allison and Elijah are tying the knot here with everybody watching. And somehow, Whale, our prisoner, managed to get outside, so somebody's going to have to probably let her back in. I don't know how. Probably here. Yeah, that makes sense. So, we're going to need to move that too, but she's not trying to run away or anything. She's still cleaning and doing her job. She just needs to be, brought back inside and preferably kept there. So, let's get things rolling. We'll finish this ceremony and then we'll get back to work. Where's she going now? Cleaning trash? I mean, props to you for continuing to do your job despite nobody being able to, stop you from gaining your freedom right now. I mean, we could stop her, but nobody's trying right now anyways. So, is this ceremony going down or what's happening here? It's taking an awful long time. Just gonna let herself back in. Wow, okay, cool. Gonna clean up these potato chips. Going back outside. What are you doing now? Clean more dirt. Come on, guys. It's getting a little ridiculous. Let's speed things up here. Alright. It's over. Collins are going to go celebrate now. Bruce, can you do me a favor and, well, first of all, pick this up. Or, yeah, haul it. Whatever. Just get it out of the doorway. And then, Edward, can you maybe take Whale to bed? I just don't want her wandering outside. That's potentially, bad. Because she could try to flee. She hasn't tried to yet. But there's nothing to say that she wouldn't. Come on, you can catch her. There you go. Alright. So, we gotta work on the bathrooms. That's kind of a slow process because, it's almost solely dependent on us having the granite blocks to lay in the floors with. I think all of them have the marble ready to go. Yeah. So it's just a matter of getting the granite to fill in the rest. Also over here we need to finish these concrete walls, which apparently we're running low on concrete. So that's probably why they're not getting made. Speaking of, why aren't the concrete things being made? Those are steel plates, so not here. I think it was it you? Yeah, we're not making concrete slabs. Why the hell not? Ah, because we were doing it out of granite. Well, let's pause and see how we can make this more efficient. I think granite is the most prevalent thing on the map. Granite and marble are the two most common. I don't want to use up all of our marble, though, because we're trying to pave an entire theme park with marble tiles. So let's just find any granite that we can and mark it for hauling. They should go and get it, but if we mark it for hauling, they'll bring it closer, and so it should get done a little bit more quickly. Apparently I didn't click that. There we go. Anywhere else? Oh yeah, a lot of it down here. Let's grab all of that. All of that too. There's still some plasteel hanging out here. We should probably go collect that. And a whole hell of a lot of corpses over here. Got more granite there. Bring that inside. You know what? I'll mark that marble for hauling as well. We'll just mark it all. And when we need it, somebody should come and move it to a stockpile. All of the above. There we go. Oh, I missed some. We'll do all of that too. And a little bit here. Cool. That is probably good enough. So hopefully that speeds the whole process along a little bit. We do need concrete. I want those bunkers built and built soon. I don't recall what we need for this. Yeah, we need it there too, so we need concrete desperately. We'll let them finish celebrating, I guess. And then we'll try to get them back to work. Yeah, drink some beers, guys. There's plenty of them around. Somebody's about to have a mental break. Gomez, what is your deal? Your brother Leo died. Right. That was one of the enemies that we ran into at one of the outposts. She also really needs to go to the bathroom. I don't know why she's waiting to do that. Come on. I can force you to do it if you want. Oh, everybody makes a run for the toilets. Apparently that was a long ceremony. It's a good thing we had a few extras. We still need to get the sinks and stuff in here too, but I'm not super worried about that. It's just something that will get done eventually. Another thing is we need to lay in floors underneath these walls too, and I don't think I want to do it with that necessarily. It doesn't really matter what it is because we're not going to see it. So I'll do maybe the paved tile, because the concrete I think technically does still give us that -1 beauty, but the paved tile doesn't. It's just neutral. So if we put that under there, I think that'll be good enough. But otherwise you can see the dirt kind of seeping in because these walls don't work like walls should. We'll bring this around too. I don't know if that's necessary, but we'll do it anyways. And it looks like we need somebody to empty that. Tone, could you clear the tank before you run off with a single piece of fecal sludge? I don't even know what the point of that was. Why would you haul one of them? I just don't understand them sometimes. Okay, well, continue to work. Lester, we need to get you a bedroom. This one, I guess, will be yours. There we go. And let's have you get on your feet and go to, I guess, the bathroom and then to sleep. Alright, cool. Another copy of that game done. Fantastic. I was thinking about uniforms before I started recording too. And I'm not sure exactly how I want to go about it, but I think we are going to duplicate what Marin is wearing and give it to at least Eduard. I figure he's somebody who's going to hang around base. We're not going to send him on any missions, probably, unless we really, really need extra guns, because he's got a lot of utility at the base, particularly in construction. So people like Boss, who are pretty much just shooters, I don't really see any reason to send somebody like Eduard when we have people like Boss. Tone is kind of in there as well. He does have some utility, so might turn him into a guard as well, but the guards are going to have one specific uniform that's essentially going to be what Marin is wearing, plus some sort of hat. I think like a red beret, maybe, to really make them stand out as guards. And then my team that goes out on missions is going to have another, maybe a little bit less uniform, if that makes sense. More like a sort of special ops team, so, you know, they will look, you know, very tactical and cool, tactical, but they will have a little bit more uniqueness to their uniforms. Just so I can tell them apart better, because they all have sort of different equipment, which is important for those missions, whereas with the guards, they just need to be present and able to use a gun well and have a good gun to ward off attackers. So, you know, I don't need somebody specifically to have Ebola or, you know, what have you. Or a stun gun or the orbital bombardment thing. So, yeah. Identifying them is not going to be as important as identifying the strike team. Still major break risk. It's Amanda this time because she's really pissed about that leg. Recreation unfulfilled. That's your own deal? Like, you're not even supposed to be working right now. I don't know why she's working. She's supposed to be asleep. Yet she's burning piles of poop for chem fuel, which we don't really need right now. I have thousands of it. So I don't know what her deal is, but clearly, yikes. That's a nasty psychic drone for all the male characters here. That's a real bummer. Tortoise self-tamed. It looks like we're having turtle soup for lunch. Might need to hunt some of these rhinos as well. By the way, somebody had concerns in the comments about not taming the dinosaurs because there is a cap to how many animals can be on, the map at one time if they're not tamed. So my answer to that is, we'll just kill anything that we don't necessarily need here. Easy enough, like these boomalopes, these elephants. If we need to free up more space, we just kill them. I also don't think that qualifies, or I don't think that'll be an issue with how we're going to go about this, because we're actually going to be getting the dinosaurs from different maps and bringing them into this one. It's not like we're just going to wait for every dinosaur to come to us. We actually we kind of already do have the ability, but it's not very practical right now. We have a military supplier. It might be worth looking at that. We do have the ability right now to knock down the dinos with Ebola and drag them back here. It's not practical because, I don't know how long the Ebolas keep them down for, but probably not for several days as we, carry them here. Soon, we'll be able to throw them in some sort of vehicle or transport pod and bring them back that way. So, I don't think it'll be an issue. Right, somebody needs to operate the comms console. Should probably be Gomez, who is going to recruit Billa. I guess that's fine. Who's nearby? I just want to check and see what they have. Woody, how's your social? Terrible? Yeah. Petra, you're worse. Like the one person who's worse. Wayne, you are, wow, even worse. Apparently everybody here is just awful at talking to other people. Tone, yeah, you know what, Gomez, or actually Virgil. Virgil, you can do it. You're not the worst by any means. Call that combat supplier, military supplier, whatever, and let's find out what they have, if anything at all. So they do have bionics. They are quite expensive though, and a lot of clothing, among other things. The issue is we don't have a lot of our stuff in orbital trade beacon range, so I do have some junk like this I can get rid of, and I'm happy to be rid of it. But otherwise, I don't think there's a whole lot that we're going to be able to sell back to them. Oh, a lot of body armor, actually. That's cool. Fragmentation protective vest. Interesting. Well, I'm going to sell this. And then I think I'm going to get rid of the Interceptor body armors. I don't really plan on using those. So let's ditch the ones that we can. 511, that's an Interceptor. Yeah. So get rid of those. A lot more clothing that I don't need. I'll sell that helmet. I can always craft one if I want one. This one's a bit damaged anyways, so we'd have to repair it or replace it pretty soon. And that's about it. So we'll get some silver out of them. I wish we could get more. But they're not going to be willing to buy a lot of the stuff that we have to trade anyways. We could sell them guns, even though it doesn't look like they're interested in the guns that we have. Yeah, they won't buy these. So can't do that, and they're clearly not going to buy like chem fuel. So I guess we'll just sell them those few things. Make some room in our inventory. And liquidate some of our resources. Okay. Gomez is still trying to recruit Billa. Billa, how is your thing here? So resistance is still 32. Still quite high. And you are, I think, the only one. Oh, yeah, Cat. You two are both being recruited. Cat is much, much lower, but still has quite a way to go in terms of resistance. But she's a pyromaniac. I don't think we want to recruit her. Yeah, I don't think we do. So what we'll need to do is, Cat's bedroom is there. I feel like I discussed this last episode and came to a different conclusion, but thinking about it now, I do not want a pyromaniac as a colonist. I'd rather have them in the prison where they can be controlled much easier. So, yeah. We'll make sure prison apparel can be stored in there. And then we will ask for her to be stripped. And we should have prisoner apparel still. We got one. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Halve Life has been duplicated as well. I feel like I did have bills for installations too. Yeah, all three of those should be getting installed. Gomez, go ahead and, oh, it looks like Bella did it for us. Okay. Fair enough. We can utilize some of this. Ah, that's just a beanie. I thought it was a helmet. Okay. You're kind of boring me there, Gomez. What are you doing? Playing poker? Could you haul some of this first? I don't want it just sitting there because then she's going to put it right back on. We need to get rid of it so that the only thing available to wear is the clothing that we give her. Perfect. Okay. And off you go. In fact, as soon as she gets outside, I don't need you gathering like everything in the world. Just go deliver whatever you've got on you. And then Gomez, I would like it if you could come haul this. Really? Okay, fine. Pick it up. I think the priority is too low. I think that's the issue. I forgot to change it from normal, so if I set it to critical, you should be able to... No, okay, well, still pick it up, and then we'll just deliver it manually. As long as we get it over there. They don't care if it's in a stockpile, they'll still take it. I thought for a second there we had a new shotgun. Adrian has gone berserk. Yikes. These turrets should light him up. Are you really running right now? Do me a favor, because I don't want our prisoners dying. Don't shoot, just go beat him with the butt of your gun. Alright, there we go. Oh god, they domed him. Alright, well, that berserk rage is over. I need somebody to rescue him. But yeah, this mental, or the psychic drone is not helping. Schultz, do me a favor, capture Adrian. And what we'll probably do is forego the medicine and just do like a quick triage. Stop the bleeding, and then we can worry whether or not they get infected later. But yeah, those turrets put a stop to that little display pretty quickly. Schultz, where the hell are you going, man? Oh, there you are. I thought he ran like the opposite direction. Well, you're gonna bleed out if we don't hurry. Come on, get over there. Cat's bed never made it. Gomez, what are you doing now? Get over here. Or Cat's clothing. Did I say bed? I don't know what I was saying. What in the hell are you doing, man? God damn it. Okay. Schultz, stop what you're doing. Do it again. He already had a bed. I don't know why you couldn't just take him back to his bed. But that's fixed. Now I can reassign this to Whale. Ayala, what are you doing right now? Tending to Cat. Allison, can you... You know what? I don't really care at this point. They'll figure it out. Okay, good. And you're treating. Perfect. Cat, how hurt are you? Oh. Let's forget the medicine then. I don't think that's really necessary for 2 bruises. Alright, somebody just finished a arcade cabinet. Looks like Brienne. Drop that, please. I'd like that installed. This is Trauma Vendor. Let's make sure we don't already have that first. We do not. Okay. In that case, let's ask for it to be installed here. I forgot how I said I was going to lay this out. But I guess that's fine. Yeah. Because if I run along the wall, then I have to forego the corners, and that's kind of weird. So I'll just do it like that, and then we'll put in like another... Maybe it'd have to be out here somewhere. It's going to be kind of awkward regardless. So can you install that? We can always move them too. It's not like they're permanently fixed there. So we'll just start with that, and if we need to readjust later, we can. Let's make sure you're not bleeding to death. Cool. We'll put you back on herbal medicine. You can go back on herbal medicine too, just in case anything gets infected. Though I'd be very surprised to see a bruise get infected. And then over here, let's start filling in this bathroom a little bit. I know I have some... not the stools. Where are they? Yeah, I have a couple of these. So let's drop them in here. We'll do them in the corners. And then next to the door. Oh, I have 4. Perfect. So there and there. And then I'll take this one. Drop it in here. And that one. And drop it in there. And then the idea is we'll take these. We'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is more or less our bathroom. We still need to get the floors in, and then there's going to be, I think, a bathtub here so that people can bathe while they're staying at the hotel. Riker, I don't think you need to be watching Whale in the bathroom. Okay. Don't really care about that. We need to get this reassigned to her, but I don't know if there's a way to do it. Nope. I guess we'll just see where she ends up sleeping. It's the only prisoner bed that she can access, so hopefully she'll just use it automatically. But there's nothing to say that she necessarily will. So it could be an issue. I don't quite like how these don't change color. It's very hard to tell what they're set to. So these are all guest beds right now. Right? Yep. All guest beds. That one's now owned. This one is a prisoner bed that's not owned, but should be. So they're all what they, should be assigned. I just can't always tell. Okay, Adrian is apparently able to move under his own power again. He'll make it. He'll probably get an infection, though. Those are some pretty nasty wounds, and the treatments on them were not great. Apparently our table got a little bit damaged, too, with all the gunfire. Can't say I'm surprised, but still a bummer. Alright, over here, this is already full again. Is anybody nearby to deal with this, since apparently setting it to drain at 50% does not work? Amanda. You're kind of headed there anyways. Actually, Schult, what are you doing? Do this first, man. Oh, you won't haul. Right, you're too good for that. She's headed there anyways, so let's have her empty that first. It looks like she might have been on her way to... I couldn't tell, actually. Either way, she's going to empty this, and then she can go about whatever she wants. So it looks like we're finally making some progress over here. Not much, but a few more walls have been put in. So that's great. We had an ambrosia sprout. I don't know that that's really something I need to be notified of, but sure, okay. Thank God the psychic drone is finally ending. None too soon either, because we had a lot of people on the verge of breaking. They still might, but I'm hoping as the psychic drone goes away, so does their chance of that happening. Right, so I keep forgetting to have Gomez drop that, so I've finally remembered to do it. Go ahead and run off and do whatever you want to do. Cat, feel free to grab that whenever. I might want to forbid this just so they don't take it, but I don't think they will. This is configured to allow that and only that. So I don't see a reason why they would come and try to claim it. But you never know, these stockpile systems can be kind of wonky sometimes. But that being the only clothing that she can reach, she should put that on at some point. Billa's not going to get a uniform because she should be joining the colony. But no such luck for Kat and her pyromania. So it looks like Whale figured out that that is in fact her bed. I'm glad she did, but I figured that's what would happen because it is the only door I think that's unlocked. There are a couple that aren't, but ultimately it was the only prisoner bed that she could access, so I expected that she would kind of find her way to it. I think I might unlock all of these rooms. Not the exit doors, but I don't mind if she wants to come in and clean these bedrooms as well. She is just kind of the hotel janitor until she joins us. So if we leave the bedrooms open, she can go in there and clean them up. She won't take the beds or anything because they're not configured for prisoners. And other than like the jacket and stuff, she shouldn't really touch anything. In fact, I should unforbid these now and haul them because we've got clothing setups for everybody, so that doesn't really need to stay how it was. Tails, when you're done training Beatrice, do me a favor and haul these. We'll get them into what I assume is going to be this stockpile here. But yeah, I don't want them just lying around because she could pick them up, and while that's not ultimately a problem, it's not like it's a gun or anything. Still rather avoid that because there's no real way to get it off of her until we recruit her or we basically strip her of all her clothes, which we don't want to do because then it's a pain to get them back on her. Okay, so Tails is going to grab all that, and she should being the operative word, go deliver it. Looks like she's going to have a snack break first. Nope, she's just hauling food around. Resituating meals, I guess, whatever. But it looks like she is delivering that stuff. Adrian, how are you doing? Not great, but he will recover. And then Kat is just hanging out nude for the time being. Apparently she's got no interest in that uniform right now. She will put it on eventually. Though, we've had better luck not having them set to work. So let's just do like no interaction or maybe reduce resistance. So long as they're not supposed to be working, they'll generally go and grab them. So we'll give her a quick break from work until she gets dressed, and then she can get back to work. I wonder if that was the same one. Maybe that was a different combat supplier. It might have been wise of me to check. So the other thing I wanted to do is, of course, those uniforms. So let's look into that. We want to go to our apparel bench. I'll pause briefly just because I don't want stuff happening while I'm not looking. Is that new? That might be new. I wonder if they added any new clothes, because a lot of mods did get updated with that last patch. So it might be worth kind of flipping through here again. I don't recall that M65 parka either, so I think there has been some additions. Those hats look new as well. There's some helmets. That's new. That's definitely new. Cool, so there's new goodies for us to play with. I want to see what that body armor looks like. Another backpack as well. Okay, where was that body armor? First of all, let's clear all these out. I don't need a bunch of bills left over from like one-time projects. So make me one of these, please. Then make me... I forget what we decided was going to be like our base uniform. The Gorka was the right color, but it's way too warm. We're in jungle conditions. We need something that's going to keep us cool, not hot. So I don't recall what it was. There was like a generic green one, wasn't there? Yeah, just the regular olive combat uniform. Or actually, I think what I did is I made this and then I replaced it with something from the mod that doesn't have crafting recipes. So we'll make like 2 olive combat uniforms. That's not how we do that. There we go. We'll make them out of cloth, so that might take a while because we need to get a new harvest. I'll ask for somebody fairly decent to do that. And then we'll make 2 of the... I guess like it doesn't really matter what body armor, it just needs to be body armor, because I'm going to replace these as well. So they all cost more or less the same. This one's a little bit more, so we'll do the more expensive one because that seems more fair. Why do I keep doing that? And yeah, again, we'll say 8 or better. Oh, and I wanted to see about hats, but I didn't see the beret I was looking for, which that might be something we have to swap in as well. No, there's a green one. I swear there was a red one. Maybe we'll have to do green. But I know I saw red somewhere. Huh. Really? No red? There's just a regular black one. I like that better than the green. I guess that would be okay. I thought red would make them stand out better, but I haven't seen one. I guess I can search beret. Yeah, there's only 2. At least the only 2 here. We could check. That's a repair bench. It just looks like the tailoring bench. Anything in here? Nope. That's it. Okay, so we'll do the black one, I guess. The black one's fine. I don't know where I saw red. I swear I saw it, though. It could be, again, the mod that we don't have crafting recipes for, so I'll look, and if I can spawn them in, then what I'll do is I'll just spawn those in and delete these. Let's make sure that those get done out of cloth, preferably. Definitely cloth. We don't want to be wasting like hyperweave on that. And again, somebody who knows what they're doing. Right, that's a lot of work to be done, but somebody's got to do it, and we need that stuff. We'll test the new, well, we don't need to like test it. We know it's going to work. But we'll give a look at the new body armor, see how it looks on the characters. And that could potentially be the body armor we use for our uniforms, whether it be the guards, though I like this kind of green one that we've got on Marin there. But maybe on the strike team. We'll see, because I think there's a lot more helmets that match that color. Or, you know, in vaguely that color family, whereas this green is kind of hard to duplicate with other items because it's not really something that you can get. Right, so I just checked, and there apparently is no red beret, so I don't know where I saw that. Woody is... Okay, so if he goes and eats and then goes to bed, he should be fine. He's just out past his bedtime, I guess. He doesn't like being out in the daylight. Fair enough. We need to get rid of some of these guns. We have way too many. And a lot of this clothing, too, I don't intend to keep. We're just kind of accumulating stuff because it's valuable, so we're obviously going to take it off the, you know, enemies that we kill, but we, at the same time, don't have places to store it. Let's see. Cat, you're still running around in the buff, huh? Well, hopefully she puts that on soon. I guess let's just set her to no interaction at all. I think that's what we did before. No, I think it was reduced resistance. I mean, as long as she's not working, it should happen eventually. It's just kind of annoying that we can't, like, tell somebody to dress her. Or even just designate a prisoner uniform. Like, I don't see why that would be beyond the realm of possibility in a game like this. Like, if you're going to be allowed to take prisoners and there are mods that let you basically put them to work as a prison labor force, why not be able to just designate a prisoner uniform? And I've seen some pretty ridiculous mods coming out lately. There's like a Skynet one, essentially. So maybe we can put some of that like coding skill into, like, you know, hey, now you can tell prisoners what they're allowed to wear and to go wear it. We'll see, I guess. That's beyond my skill, though. Okay, it looks like the old septic tank is full again. That's not very important. I need you to do this. I need somebody to start doing this. My God. Sometimes I think, like, you need to reset it every time you load a save. So I'll keep an eye on it. I'll try to remember next time I sit down to record to basically re-toggle the drain thing, because I think the game forgets. And so even though it says it's supposed to be drained at 50% or whatever you have it set to, I think it defaults back to not doing it automatically, and you need to assign it. But I don't know. That's just the impression I've got, but I haven't paid close enough attention to determine whether or not that's actually true. Still no uniform there. It's a little annoying. Not a whole lot going on here. It looks like they started putting in the synthetic paint. Okay, well that's progress. Has anybody touched the concrete? Rianne's making some right now. It is pretty slow going. I wonder... No, we can't assign anything to these because it would be here if we could. Who's starving right now? Woody. Woody, why don't you just eat and go to bed? What is your deal? I hate having to like micromanage these guys, but sometimes it's like they just will not do what's in their own best interest. Oh cool, there's our AI Persona core. I might just leave it there because it's not going to deteriorate. Next time somebody comes by, we'll try to sell it because I don't have a use for it. I mean, we could like install it in place of somebody's brain and let them go crazy. That does work. Or I don't remember. I messed around with it before and I've read what it can do. But I don't remember if it's like a brain implant or if it goes in place of the brain. But if you install one of these on somebody, they go berserk quite often. So I don't advise it unless you're doing it because you think it'll be funny. But other than that, or if you intend to build the ship and try to leave the planet and, you know, kind of win the game the default way, which I never bother with. But that's really the only use for it. So for us, it's just trade fodder. Are we planting roses in here? Let's see, what are the other options? I think daylilies would look a little better. So can I grab all 4 of you? And we'll say daylilies. Though that would be kind of interesting too. Let's start with the yellow and see how that looks. So somebody just finished the new body armor. Here it is. Let's ask, I don't know, Riker's still up. He's about to go to bed, but let's ask him to go throw this on real quick. We'll see how it compares to his other body armor, which is, I think it's the heavier. I think it's this one. Yeah, he's got that on right now. So throw that thing on, please. And then, oh, you've got a gun, of course. Can you drop your gun just quickly? I kind of like that. It looks a little bit lighter weight than the other one he's wearing. It's a little bit less bulky on the shoulders. So it shows a little bit more of what's underneath, but I think ultimately it's the exact same in terms of quality. So 102, 38, 27 with a slight movement speed penalty, but also a slight reduction in the time it takes to aim. So 102, 38, 27. Let's take a look here. 101, 37, 27. I think the difference is just the quality of the equipment. Because this was, what was this? Normal? It might just be 1% better, or it might be that that one is deteriorated because of the overall wear on it. I don't know, but I do like the look of this. It's a little bit hard to tell with the backpack over it, but I think I do prefer it slightly. Because again, you're able to actually see what they're wearing underneath as far as the shirt goes. So if we give them like a camouflage uniform, it'll actually be visible rather than just the vest taking up the whole thing. So yeah, we'll let him continue to wear that because this thing is getting a little shoddy anyways. And we'll start maybe making a few more of those. I guess we'll see, because I kind of do like these as well, and I think ultimately they're roughly identical to, yeah, it's, again, within 1%. Although, the movement speed seems to be... I apologize, but I really want to like make sure we get this down. So these have a little bit lower movement speed penalty and a little bit more protection, as far as I can tell. It seems to cover the same stuff, so torso, neck, and shoulders. Whereas that was this one, right? Torso, neck, shoulders. Here. Torso, neck, shoulders. Yeah. So, not a huge difference, but this one that he's wearing does seem to be ever so slightly better. And I like the look of it, so we might make a few more of those. Unless, of course, I decide that it's easier to just use something like this. Because the PMC ones do look a little bit unique. They've got like this skull patch on it. They've got, I think that's supposed to be like a bandana around the neck or something. Or like a, what is it, like a balaclava? The word that looks like baklava, but it's not. Anyways, yeah, we'll figure something out. But I'm going to try to start getting our away team into like some semblance of a uniform. And our guards into some semblance of a uniform. They'll be different just so we can distinguish them. But I do want to be able to look at some... Oh my god. Why? Why didn't you just go to bed? I don't understand why you've been like working yourself to death. Something's going on. Like he has literally not stopped working this entire day. He never went to sleep. Is his thing like messed up? No. He should have gone to bed a while ago. They seem to be ignoring that though. Because Amanda was doing something similar until she finally went to sleep. So somebody's gonna have to try to imprison him. Let's get like Allison. She's working. Maybe I'll send like Riker and Gomez. Gomez, I need you to wake up and try to arrest Woody. Riker, I would like you to assist. Just come out here. I think this will be the last thing we do today is to lock him up. But he's been in like a manic frenzy all day. But he hasn't actually, you know, been in one, so I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, there's some free steel plates. Either way, it looks like Riker's going to get there first. So Riker, could you go ahead and try to arrest him? Gomez, you continue to come out here, because we might need backup. Oh, he juked you out, man. Uh-oh. Game's loading something up. Okay, good. It's a quest. Yeah, we'll do that, actually. I'm going to leave that up so I don't forget about it. We have 18 days to do it. We might go out straight away, depending on what goes down right now. But I wouldn't mind an extra air bombardment thing. Gomez, come out here. Okay, you're going to have to do it then, because Riker got juked out and then just lost him. Are you guys serious right now? Oh my god, you're just completely useless. Okay, she snagged him. He's no longer in a murderous rage. You don't need to continue arresting him. What are you doing right now? He's gonna eat and then hopefully go to sleep. Feed yourself, and then if I have to, I'll drag you to bed. But I'm hoping you just do it yourself. Using the toilet, yeah, fine, fine. We don't need to watch him on the toilet, but resting. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know why he just refused to stop working. But he's apparently good now. He didn't murder anybody. He didn't even fight back when we arrested him, so that's good. He probably knew better. He wasn't going to win that fight, especially since he's got no... He's actually not terrible at violence. He just hates it. He's not the best by any means, but he, you know, can point a gun in the right direction. Anyways, Woody appears to be okay now. And Z didn't get murdered. So everybody wins. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's good to be back, as I said last time. I was having a blast with this playthrough. Because the theme park is just so... I don't know. The other playthrough, the Fallout playthrough, it feels very monotonous. I almost find myself like not really enjoying it. Because, I don't know. It's just hard to be creative with those limitations versus this. We have sort of a goal that we're working toward, but really no limitations at all. And I find that much more liberating and fun to play along with. And yeah, so I'm just excited to be building our theme park again. I'm very pleased to see how it's coming along, though I am a little bit annoyed with the concrete situation. It seems to be coming, though. They are making it. It's just a very tedious process. And whenever that gets finished, I'll have to decide if I want to have them start working on this or just funnel all the concrete into that. But we'll continue to work on all 3 of those and hopefully get them done soon. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.